Sitaram Yechury, CPM leader, has spoken exclusively with Headlines today on the third front. He has said that if the objective is to fight communalism, then they will need a majority of their own. Let's listen in.
Do you realistically believe that, given the ground realities as of now, that another alternative or this grouping can come together post-elections?
I think so. And if you look at our history, I mean, once every decade, you always had such a grouping come together.
Yes, once every decade you come together and within a year, you then dissipate.
No, that has been unfortunate, history or experience, but that has been primarily because this sort of a grouping always had to rely either on the Congress or on the BJP for the survival of the government. And in all cases where there has been instability, it is because the outside supporting party, that is most of the time the Congress, they withdrew their support at very odd times and for very inexplicable reasons.
In fact, National Affairs Editor Javed Ansari is now joining us with more details. Javed, with the third front still going through birth pangs, is Sitaram Yechury bit over-optimistic there by saying that they should aim at a majority on its own?
Well, certainly based on the ground realities, based as things stand today, it would appear that Mr. Sitaram Yechury has a much rosier impression of things than most others do. Because as it is, the stillborn formation has already begun to flounder. It's fraying at the wheels on the sides. The DMK and the BJP, two of the main parties which would have provided, which were supposed to be the mainstay of the combination, have already decided to go their separate ways. So a huge question mark, hangs over the future of this formation.
Also, Javed, the whole idea of getting Mamata Banerjee into the folds, but she was not willing because of the left parties being there, that also would be a major blow to the third front. I mean, of course, Sitaram Yechury would not look at it that way.
Look, these are one of the many contradictions that the third alternative has to reconcile. If Mulayam Singh is there, Mayawati can be automatically ruled out. And if the left is there, then Mamata has to be ruled out. These parties cannot coexist with each other. And this is a problem which has plagued the third front, not only this time, but from the very beginning. We saw this in VP Singh's time, we saw it in Deve Gowda and Gujral's time, and we are witnessing it yet again.
All right, Javed, many thanks for joining us with your inputs.